Assalamu alaikum.
We're starting first.
Gentlemen, esteemed guests, and distinguished judges, welcome to this highly anticipated debate about the future of energy. I, Abdullah al-Mustah, am your host for today, and it is my pleasure to guide you through this engaging experience between two prophets advocating different perspectives. First, let me extend my gratitude to Mr. Chris, the Student Council, with special thanks to Yusuf and Mr. Muhammad Khayyam. Now, without further ado, let me present the debaters. First of all, we have the fossil fuels team with Ziad Fawzi, Taral Shamran, and Khalid Rakan. Now, let us introduce the Renewable Energy Squad with Faris Al-Khwaikbi, Faris Al-Nasr, and Fahad Al-Wahab. And I'd like to thank our esteemed panel of judges tonight with Faisal from grade 10, Mr. Muhammad Khayyam, and Taymur from grade 11. Now, let's proceed to opening statements. Each team will have 5 minutes to present their perspectives, making a total of 10 minutes for both teams combined. I invite the Renewable Energy team to start.
Firstly, I'd like to ask you all how much you value your health. Obviously, you'd say a lot. In fact, I'd go as far as to say health is maybe the most important aspect in one's life. All the things you can do are dictated by how healthy you are. Such as sports. If you're interested in sports, you can't do that with bad health. Even if you want to watch a movie, you won't enjoy it very much if you're sitting on the couch just coughing everywhere. So we all agree that health is very important. What do you think one of the leading factors of health loss is? The inhalation of fossil fuels or toxic fumes caused by fossil fuels. Short and long-term exposure to air pollution can lead to a wide range of diseases, including stroke, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, trachea, bronchus, and lung cancers, aggravated asthma, and lower respiratory infections. So if you value your health, then you should know that fossil fuels are absolutely ruining it every single day. Another reason fossil fuels are bad is the environment is important. Fossil fuels damage the environment and cause negative impacts in our earth, such as increasing carbon dioxide, NO2, sulfur dioxide, and a lot of harmful gases which can accelerate the pace of climate change. Now, climate change is very bad, and of course your health is very good. So if you agree with these statements, then you should agree that fossil fuels are bad because they harm your health and they damage the environment. Now, what is a good alternative? Renewable energy. All of these bad things can be avoided by the use of renewable energy. It is cheaper, better for the environment, and better for your health. That's all.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. My name is Taral Shaman. Today we're presenting fossil fuels with my team against renewable energy. Today we think fossil fuels is better than renewable energy for one main reason. We've known fossil fuels much longer than we've known renewable energy. We've made it more advanced and more cost efficient. Today, in today's world, it would take $36,000 to install a big enough solar panel to power one big family house. But for fossil fuels, that isn't a problem. It's much lower cost. Fossil fuels are much more energy dense than renewable energy because they contain a lot of carbon molecules and hydrogen molecules, which makes them more stable, which makes them a much more energy dense energy source than renewable energy, which makes it more energy efficient and more energy efficient for the cost.
This is supposed to be a counter argument. So
that was our opening statement, and that's it.
It's hard to hear, huh?
Okay, as my enemy has said, okay, it is undoubtedly an important resource, both economically and socially. We both agree on that. But as many countries depend on fossil fuel trade, as they flourished, they will in return turn into demise because of it. The World Vision Organization has stated, once among the wealthiest nations in Latin America, Venezuela relied on its vast oil reserves and for revenue. However, a significant decline in oil prices and production, coupled with the inadequate government investments, resulted in the collapse of the nation's economy. Fossil fuels composed of coal, oil, and natural gas have undoubtedly powered our society-driven economic growth and fueled technological advancements. However, However, the undeniable truth is that this progress has been come at an immense cost to our environment. The burning of fossil fuels has been a primary contributor in climate change, with devastating consequences such as rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and loss of biodiversity. As our enemy said, renewable energy. The opponents of 100% renewable energy argue that natural gases and/or nuclear power are necessary bridge fuels already in use with low carbon output that can help lower global temperatures quicker than renewable alone. It's not about whether to convert all renewable energy, but how, because fossil fuels are not sustainable as fuels or as healthy options for humans or the environment. And as they stated, that the humans have been using fossil fuels for approximately 100 years. Well, personal renewable energy sources are getting cheaper and cheaper by the day. Not only can you power your entire house forever with just a solar panel roof, but also your car now, your appliances and daily use households items like TVs, computers, heaters, and ACs. Why don't you want to pay $150 per meter squared for a full-time coverage of electricity than paying a bill that could go up to thousands each month? A study made by Save On Energy Association, the average electric in the United States is $146.45. This average is based on the typical monthly energy usage in the United States, 199 kilowatts per hour. And the average electricity rate in September this year is 16.29 cents per kilowatt per hour. And a yearly consumption of electricity could lead up to approximately $2,100 each year. Another study made by the ARENA organization states the global weighted average cost of electricity from solar PV fell by 89% to USD of 0.09 kilowatts per hour, almost 1/3 less than the cheapest fossil fuel globally. Onshore wind, the fall was 69% to USD in 2022, slightly less than half of that the cheapest fossil fuel fired in option in 2022. The cost for a country to change from fossil fuels to renewable energy like solar panels and wind turbines in the long run is approximately zero. And of course, as you know, the official website of the Saudi Arabian 2030 vision states sustainability is a key part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, as the kingdom strives towards a net zero future by 2060, with a commitment to clean energy and sustainability. The kingdom is leading the charge of tackling energy and climate challenges with innovative solutions such as the circular carbon economy, the CCE, and an increasingly diverse energy mix, in which 50% of energy will come from renewable resources by 2030. The American Association of the Advancement of Science has stated the scientific evidence is clear. Global climate change caused by human activities is occurring now, and it's a growing threat to society. The main cause being the extensive use of fossil fuels. I'm pretty sure here everyone knows about the greenhouse effect and its chemicals. If not, here's a simplified explanation. Greenhouses play a vital role in the Earth's climate cycle. As the planets get hit with the sun rays, some of the energy is absorbed, and the rest of that energy and heat gets reflected back into space. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere trap the reflected energy, redirecting it back to the Earth, and eventually contributing to global warming.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I'm with opening my counter argument, I'm going to be speaking about the 5 main types of renewable energy, starting with solar energy and why it's bad. So solar energy, it needs a perfect weather condition so it can work effectively. So it can be cost efficient, it needs a perfect weather condition. However, you can never truly predict the weather, therefore solar energy is not good. And to store this energy, you need to have large amount of land to store it. However, this is not always possible. Secondly, wind power. Wind power, like turbines, the turbine blade, it can kill many animals that are flying, such as birds. And these birds, they play a vital role in our community, and they make a large amount of sounds. So therefore, they are unable to be placed in a civilized area. Did you know that they can make 80 decibels of sound, which is close to the sound of an ambulance? Furthermore, hydroelectricity, which uses water such as dams. Dams are really bad to the environment because they disrupt the natural flow of water. Whether upstream or downstream, they still interrupt the natural flow of water, which you're playing with the earth and you will lose. Bloody hell. Geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is bad for the environment because dissolved solids that are discharged from geothermal systems include sulfur, chloride, silicate compounds, vanadium, arsenic, mercury, nickel, and other toxic heavy metals. All this release, if concentrated, can cause the death of localized fish and other wildlife death. Biomass. It can lead Biomass. It can lead to deforestation and requires a lot of space, creating an unbelievable amount of air pollution. This air pollution can be swept into populated areas. Biomass. It can lead to deforestation and requires a lot of space, and it creates an unbelievable amount of air pollution. This air pollution can be swept into populated areas, cause asthma attacks, cancer, heart attacks, which results in emergency room visits, hospitalization, and premature deaths. Furthermore, reliability. Oil, natural gas, and coal are very easy to extract, transport, and are at an abundance to us. Furthermore, inconsistent government policies. Renewable face opposition known as NIMBY, not in my backyard, sentiment due to concerns about visual impact, noise, or potential environmental consequences. Furthermore, inconsistent government policies and regulatory barriers can hinder renewable and can hinder the mass introduction of renewable energy. Now I'm finished. Alhamdulillah. Yes. I don't know what the fuck I said. That was 50. How are you? Good? Alhamdulillah? Inshallah. Okay.
Would you like to start?
No, I'll give you the opening. I'll give you the floor.
Okay, in your most recent counter-argument, you suggested that solar panels do not only consume a lot of time and resources to construct, and that they take a lot of land. Not only that, but they are in danger of being damaged by weather conditions that are unpredictable.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
You said that we can't predict the weather.
Yeah, you can't predict the weather, but I never said the weather can destroy
Okay.
the solar panels.
I apologize.
Do not misuse my words.
Alright. Well, you did state that we can't predict the weather, so we can't predict how much energy we'll get from the solar panels.
Yes,
correct?
indeed. Yes.
Yes.
Continue.
However, solar panels do not just rely on the current energy that they receive from the sun, they build up energy over time. So even if some disastrous weather condition were to happen, solar panels would still be able to provide us electricity that they have built up. Not only that, but in cases like Switzerland, they have built railroads that have solar panels underneath them that can open and shut. That way, in case of rain or other weather conditions that may affect them, they may protect those solar panels. And they also build...
May I just say something?
let me
Are you
finish.
aware of what solar panels are made out of? Are you aware
They're
of
made
what
out of
solar
reflective
panels are made out
materials that
of?
absorb the light of the sun.
No, do you know like what solar panels are mainly made out of?
You mean their composition?
So I would have to say that silicon is mainly made out of what? The main component in a solar panel is silicon. Do you agree? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that the majority of a solar panel is made out of silicon? The thing which absorbs the sunlight is made out of silicon. Is made out of silicon, okay? And silicon is also made out of what? Are you aware? Do you know what silicon is mainly made out of?
Silicon.
What are the components that make up silicon? Natural gases. So I'm gonna educate you. Natural gases are the main thing which contribute to silicon, and silicon is the main source of a solar panel. Therefore, by you using a solar panel, you are technically using still fossil fuels. The main thing which makes up a solar panel is fossil fuel. Stage is yours.
Okay, now I have a question for you. Okay. My question is, do those natural gases harm the planet more than the current fossil fuels that are in use today?
Can you repeat your question?
Do the natural gases that are used to produce these solar panels harm the planet more than the current fossil fuels that are in use?
Compared to the amount of kilowatt amps that the renewable energy is making, aka solar panels, dams, and things like that, okay, it's more efficient for the fossil fuels to make the energy. And even though, because it's more efficient and it's more dense and can contain more in one specific area, therefore it is better for the environment to use fossil fuels because you make more out of it than compared to renewable energy. And renewable energy, it costs for a single house, a single family house, it is reported that it can cost up to $36,000 just to install solar panels. Okay, and it will barely make a difference to make the energy back, to make your money back, to make your money worth of it. Okay,
Yeah.
it is very hard. However, when you look at fossil fuels, it costs 0.2 cents only just to get 1 kilowatt of energy from fossil fuels, compared to the solar power, which costs up to $36,000 just for one single family.
Well, did you know that today renewable energy prices are at an all-time low, and they are only getting lower as technology advances. Our understanding for renewable energy and the way we can harness it increases, and with that we can produce more machines that can we can produce more machines and come up with better systems to harness these energies. Not only that, but underdeveloped countries are also benefiting from this. By producing renewable energy and by advancing the science, we can...
I would like to interrupt you.
Alright, just wait.
Okay.
By advancing our understanding in renewable energy, we can push them forward as well. No, I'm good.
There's more people that can be in the panel?
Yeah, don't
12. Good chance.
Yeah, listen.
Okay, yeah.
By increasing our understanding into renewable energy, we can benefit underdeveloped countries because they won't have to follow in our footsteps. They can immediately get on track, and we can all transfer and help each other, as well as build diplomatic relations more easily with renewable energy.
May I just say, forcing renewable energy upon poor people who cannot afford
I never said
to-
forcing.
Okay.
I never said forcing.
My bad. Okay. By implementing it on poor people, which costs up to $36,000, poor people who cannot afford $36,000, which is around roughly a brand new car here in Saudi Arabia, you can buy yourself a good Hyundai Zero. Trust me, with that money. Okay. So
Yeah.
with that, what was it called? by making, let's just say, farmers. The backbone of our society, are farmers. Okay, by making them use renewable energy, they rely on sheep diesel to make sheep crops, which allows you and I to eat good food for good money. It's going to be more cost effective. However, making them use renewable energy, it will be too expensive for them, that most of them will drop out, therefore leaving the market with less food, vegetables and crops for us to eat, which may result to many deaths upon many people.
I would like to counter that by stating that fossil fuels pollute the water supplies and the air in our society, which damages our systems and our crops. And no one is. Oh, do you want to go? Okay.
I would like to bring up a point that we brought up earlier in our opening statement. Fossil fuels are way more energy efficient than renewable energy. Fossil fuels efficiency rate is 20 to 40%, whilst the highest powered solar panel manufactured to date produces 15 to 22% energy efficiency. That is due to the energy density of fossil fuels, which is way superior than renewable energy.
They may be more efficient, but that really doesn't matter due to the sheer amount of how much renewable energy you can get. You build one solar panel, you can continually use it for the rest of your life. Infinite free energy from the sun. The sun isn't going to run out of energy, bro. It's always going to be working.
What if it's a cloudy day? What are you going to do then?
If it's a cloudy day, then you wouldn't really have a solar panel there, would you? Solar panels are strategically placed in areas where they know that sun is going to be there around most of the year.
If I lived in England right now and it's mostly cloudy over there, and I wanted to run my house on solar energy, how would I do that if it's mostly cloudy?
By building solar panels in an area or a country where you know that it's going to be sunny most of the time, and then sharing the energy between countries.
It's not that easy to transport renewable energy.
It actually is. There are electricity cables under the ocean. We do it every day.
That would make it have less energy. The more energy moves, the less energy it produces.
It would only decrease by a negligible amount because to use all of them.
Not negligible amount. If you're saying you're putting solar panels in Morocco where it's sunny, trying to bring it back up to the UK, it will lose most of its energy.
I promise you won't lose more than 5% of the energy all the way from Morocco to the UK. And like I said, it doesn't matter because it won't run out. The sun is not going to suddenly stop working.
Yeah, but there would be cloudy chances. There would be cloudy days. What I'm trying to say is, how can you prove to me that it won't rain?
Give us a minute to check who the winners, okay? After considerable consideration, we have chosen a winner. The renewable energy side.